Spreading all around my room, my world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the World of Juice channel, and welcome back to another rebuild here on Madden 26. Today, we take on the Las Vegas Raiders. That's right, last time we took on the Saints, we won them a championship, and now we take on the Raiders. Can we bring the silver and black back to the promised land? We will find out. If you're going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe channel, and join the Juice Club. Let me know down below in the comments what team you want to see me rebuild next. Maybe it's your favorite team. And let's get into this rebuild. This team has a lot of issues. We've got Geno Smith at starting quarterback. He's old. He's not as good as people want to believe that he is. He's a fine player. Don't get me wrong. He's a fine player. He can get you games during the season. But he's in the category of a Kirk Cousins. He's never going to be the reason you win a Super Bowl. And in the NFL, a quarterback probably has to be one of the main reasons, maybe the main reason you win a Super Bowl. So having a quarterback like Geno is never going to be a good thing for a team that's trying to win. And he's also super old, so that also doesn't help. But in the infinite wisdom of Pete Carroll, who is back as the head coach of the Raiders now, which seems super crazy because he's like 9,000 years old, but they drafted Ashton Jeanty. Michael Myers returns. He's here. 21 years old. Hidden dev, which I think it's star, but I could be wrong. It could be superstar. I don't remember exactly. But Ashton Jeanty is here as the Raider running back. He's going to be our main focus, and he's going to be the reason we win a championship. Because Ashton Jeanty is a beast. They put the running back stance that he does in the backfield, they put it in the game, even though he's not going to be doing that in the NFL. Because Pete Carroll said, no, you're not doing that. But Jeanty is going to be doing that in the game, which is pretty cool. And he's going to be our starting running back because we have Raheem Mostert, who's a good player. Raheem the Dream, legend of the channel. But Jeanty is younger, much younger, better overall-wise already, and has a more promising future / higher ceiling. So he's the obvious choice. But the rest of this team doesn't have a lot going for it on offense. You've got Jacoby Myers, former Patriot, who I love and wish the Patriots never got rid of. But I think he wanted a new contract and Belichick didn't want to pay him. I think that's the reason why he left. Then you've got obviously the stud, the freak, the absolute monster tight end, Brock Bowers, who is the other half of the future of this team. I mean, he's just unbelievable. He was so good at Georgia. He was so good last year in the NFL. I think he broke the rookie catch record, right? The one that Malik Neighbors broke like the week before. He breaks it the week after. It was something crazy like that. And Brock Bowers is an absolute animal. He's going to be here for the long haul. He's going to be here the entire rebuild. Same thing with Jeanty. The offensive line is weird because it's not great, but it's also not like the worst offensive line I've ever seen. You've got veteran Colton Miller, who's a great player, but he's a little bit older at this point. You've got Jackson Powers Johnson, who's good, but not great yet. Maybe with that start dev, he can become great. And then you've got, who is this? Charles Grant? Chris Grant? I don't know who this is. Charles Grant. I thought it was Charles Grant. He's out of William and Mary. Okay. William and Mary produces an offensive lineman. Good for you. 6'5", 309. He's going to be on the team. That's for sure. He's a player. That is a correct statement. He is a player. Then we've got Roger. Who is this? Who's this? Chuck Rogers? Charles Rogers? Christopher Rogers? Caleb Rogers. These guys are both old. Why is everybody so old? I want some youngins. Give me some minors. Hold on. No, don't take that out of context. Give me some young players. The rest of the wide receiving core is kind of bad. You've got Tucker. I think it's Trey Tucker, right? Is it Trey Tucker? If this thing didn't take 7 million years to load, I'd find out pretty quickly. It is Trey Tucker. I thought it was. He's good. He could have some development time if he gets some good yards. He could go up to start dev. It's possible. Maybe we want to develop him. We've got Jack Besh, who is a good player. Probably going to be the number 3 player on this receiving core. But the rest of the team's not amazing. I mean, you've got this other rookie. Who's this? Who is this man right down here? Who's this man? This man's Dante Thornton Jr. out of 10 IC. So he was part of the team that got obliterated by the Ohio State University. He's got 96 speed, 94 excel, but he can't do anything else. He just runs fast. All he does is run fast. Congratulations, you should have been a track star because he can't catch the football or run any routes. But maybe you can develop. Who knows? You got hidden dev for some reason. It seems like Madden or EA Sports was real excited to for this draft class because they gave almost every single player in this draft class hidden dev, which doesn't usually happen. Jamal Adams is a freaking will linebacker? What universe am I in? And the game crashed. Why'd the game crash? I'll be back. All right, I'm back. I don't know the last time I've had a game of Madden crash on me. I can't remember the last time. Maybe ever. Maybe it's never happened. I don't know. I can't think of the last time it would crash, or I can't think of the last time it has crashed. And it crashed because I tried to load Jamal Adams as a linebacker. Maybe it was also shocked and stunned that Jamal Adams is now listed as a linebacker, because this is insane. I know that he's a good sub linebacker and he's a good hard hitting safety, but Jamal Adams at 6'1", 213 is trying to be a linebacker. Really? No. I don't know if he's going to play linebacker in real life, but not in my world. Not in my world, you're not. You're playing frickin' safety. You might not start at safety. You definitely won't start, actually. But you're not playing linebacker. Or at least you're not going to be listed as a linebacker. You may still play linebacker. You're not going to be listed as linebacker. We've got Jeremy Chin, who's got some potential, but he's getting older at this point. Eric Stokes is the number 1 corner. And then you've got this rookie, Porter. Is this the dude from Iowa State? But he's 24. Why did they draft so old this year? My God. Pete Carroll, I know you're old, but that doesn't mean you have to draft everybody that's ancient. Dear Lord, 24 years old as a rookie? What are we talking about here? This has got to be one of those COVID guys who had an extended year. 24 years old is insane as a rookie. Whatever. He's still got hidden dev. He's got a chance to develop, but the rest of this team has no chance to develop. We've got nothing promising on the offense or the defensive line. Linebackers are tragic. Corner outside of Porter is not looking good at all. But then we've got the savior, Max Crosby. We all love Max Crosby. Everybody and their mama loves Max Crosby. 28 years old, getting to the point where he's going to start to regress in the game because that's just how the game works. But this man is an absolute freak of nature. He's a Frankenstein-style monster because he is just unbelievable. He can do everything. Power moves, finesse moves, pursuit angles, block shedding. I mean, he's got all of it. He's a great player, and he's the best player on this team, and he will continue to be until Brock Bowers takes that from him in a couple of years. But this team needs a lot of work. That is for sure. And you may be wondering, Juice, don't you always start in the regular season? Why are we in the preseason? Well, that's because it has come to my attention that training camp actually has a chance to be good in Madden 26, but only if you're able to spend the staff points given to you by the pre-order bonus to get the needed upgrades. So let's go to Pete Carroll. Let's go to player development. And we want to find, if I can find it in here. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. It's Camp Counselor. You want to buy this one and then upgrade it to the max because it is super, super valuable for training camps. So you definitely want to use that. And you can thank Bangle YouTube for putting me on to this ability. So go thank him. But we're definitely going to want to have Camp Counselor. And then the other one that's super good is the Scout's Honor, which is the ability to hire more tier 3 scouts. So we definitely want to buy that one. But right now, we can only spend one ability. So now we only have the ability to hire one more extra one. And the way you want to activate those abilities is you go to the weekly strategy, you go to your staff abilities, You take out the ones you don't want, which you probably don't need this one. You probably don't need that one. Whatever one, it doesn't matter. You just take a look at the ones you have and figure out which ones you don't want. Then you go in and you activate the ones you do want. So you click on Camp Counselor, excuse me, and you click on Scout's Honor, and those two will now be activated as long as you hit square, or I guess it would be A on Xbox if you're on Xbox. You hit that to confirm loadout in advance, and then you can go and you can do your training if you want to do your training, or just simulate it if you want to. It doesn't really matter what you choose. I don't think Genty needs to be in this, to be honest. We should probably put guys that actually we want to develop, and we know that Genty's going to take off. I didn't really talk about our other quarterbacks because there's no reason to. We've got Aiden O'Connell, you got Cam Miller. We're going to need to draft a quarterback, basically. Let's just be real about that. Other running backs, don't need to develop any of them because we have Genty at a wide receiver. I'd like to put Trey Tucker in there because I do think there's a potential for him to turn into something. And Jack Besh, I don't think needs to be in this either, at least not in the limited only 3. If we ever unlock all 6, then maybe we can put him in there. But right now, I don't think he needs to be in. Michael Mayer, I wish would have been better because I was a big Michael Mayer fan coming out of college. But then Brock Bowers came out the next year and he was so much better. But I liked Michael Mayer. I thought he was going to be real good, and he still has a chance to be. It's just going to be harder for him now that Bowers is here, and Bowers is just so much better. Who do I want to put in this third spot, though? Ooh, Tyree Wilson. He probably fits this really well because Tyree Wilson, former top pick in the draft, really high potential, at least at the beginning, but never really lived up to it, at least not right now. Tommy Eichenberg, go Bucks. I'd like to see him develop. There's a lot of guys I could put in this. Big Play Darnay. I'd like to put a lot of guys in this third slot, but I think I'm going to prioritize probably Tyree Wilson because I think he has the best chance to. So we can simulate the training here, and we can go into the training camp. I guess I could have done it here as well, but we can go to the training camp, and the reason why we boosted up the Camp Counselor ability is because the Camp Counselor ability gives us, at gold or at diamond tier, it gives us a 5% boost to dev trade upgrade odds in training camp minigames, which means that the normal like 0.5 or 0.1% chance you would have to get gold and then somebody has the chance to get a dev trade upgrade, that's increased tenfold by this diamond tier ability. And then plus you get the ×4 XP boost for gold, you get the ×2 XP boost for silver in the training camp. So it's just a really, really good ability that you definitely want to have on your active abilities for whenever you're doing a team or a rebuild or whatever you're doing in your franchise. But let's take control of training camp. Since we don't have to worry about a quarterback, I'm probably not going to do any of these quarterback drills because I don't care about Geno. He's going to get moved hopefully this season or next season, I guess, to find a new quarterback. I'm really hoping the draft class has a quarterback. Aiden O'Connell, I don't really want to waste the time trying to develop because he's just not going to. Genty at running back, we don't need to worry about. He's going to become a star. We saw that in our all-rookie team rebuild, or simulation, I guess. Wide receiver, I've heard that this wide receiver drill is actually glitched, which is very annoying, but I've never actually seen it myself. So you know what? I'm going to do it. Trey Tucker, let's find out how bad this drill is actually in the game. Because I've never actually done this drill in Madden 25 or 26. So let's find out if it is glitched. The reason it's glitched is because the quarterbacks usually... That didn't go very well. Let's restart that. The quarterbacks usually send the ball to the moon. At least that's what I've seen from other people who have done this drill. But this looks pretty good right now. That was a good pass from Geno. And I do know that you have to really send the DB because they play it a lot tighter. See, look at that. They play it a lot tighter. So you have to really drill into it. And that was a lob from Geno, but we're able to bring it in. And then cut it back inside. And then hopefully catch it. No, I couldn't catch it. Okay. I got to try to get that 400, but this DB, I don't know if it's Darnay Holmes or whoever it is, but he's cooking me right now. We might have to restart this because I want to get gold, obviously. Oh, see, there's the problem. Gino just sent it to the moon. So you know what? We're going to restart the drill. I'll see you when I get gold. I just wanted to show you the glitch that I've seen happen, and now you saw it. So yeah, I'm going to try my best to get gold. It is possible as long as Gino gives me the right opportunities. All right, I've tried this a million different times. I can't get it. I'm quitting. I'm tired of it. I'm done. I'm tired of it. I don't care. I don't care enough about Trey Tucker's development to get him or to struggle through that thing. Gino just wasn't doing it for me. He would not give me the thing that I wanted to get. And so I gave up because that's what real men do. So let's try something else possibly. Maybe a Tyree Wilson trench battle. That could be something that we try to do. And you know what? I think that is what we're going to try to do because I really want Tyree Wilson to develop. I was able to get gold for Tyree Wilson. It only took 2 restarts because I got hit by the spinning thing a couple of times. But do we get that dev trade upgrade? That'd be really useful. No, only a skill point. Okay, it's not all the time. It's not guaranteed to happen. It's just, it gives it a better percentage to actually happen. And you know what? I think that's going to be all for me for training camp. The next time I do training camp, I probably won't show it unless I do get a dev trade upgrade. So just know that I will be doing them to try to help out the team and try to make teams better or the players better. But let's get to, not training camp. Let's get to the regular season. We got to cut some people probably, and then we can load in this draft test and finally start simulating here. And I probably won't start every rebuild from here on out at the preseason point. I just wanted to start this one at the preseason mark because I wanted to show you that the camp counselor thing and the training camp stuff and all that, the dev trade upgrade possibilities and all that kind of stuff. I just wanted to show you all that. Just know that I will be doing it in all the rebuilds. I just won't be showing it every single time because that's boring. And I don't want to subject you to that. So I will be doing it, just not on camera. We got to cut a lot of people, and a lot of these bums are going to get cut. And I don't care who they are unless they're actually good. 95 acceleration is not that bad, but we're going to cut him. We're going to cut this white boy as well. This guy's getting cut. Everybody's getting cut. I don't care if they're negative to the cap space or positive to the cap space. If you're trash, you're getting cut. Justin Shorter, why don't you get a little taller? Thomas Booker is getting cut. Zach Carter, gone. Alex Bachman, gone. Dylan Lube, no, I think it's Lauby, gone. Andre Carter, why don't you go make a new album? Michael Barrett, gone. Chris Collier, gone. Sam Webb, go build a new web somewhere else. Gone. Tonka Hemingway, I like your name, you're going to stay. Jacob Bobenmeyer, trash. Christopher Smith II, go talk to Christopher Smith I. Trash. Gone. Everybody's out of here. All those guys got cut. They have no job no more. And there's the development for the boys. And hopefully, this draft class that we're going to be loading in here, this auto-generated draft class, gives us potential at quarterback because that is what we need so badly. Here we go. Auto-generated class, give me quarterback. Give me some quarterbacks. We got Tracy Burgess out of Mississippi State. North Kakalaki. Bryce White. Okay. It doesn't seem like the quarterbacks. Okay, so there's 4 potential quarterbacks that could be good. A TCU quarterback's never a good idea. And then Jamie McClain, the next Josh Allen? Possibly. 2 Mississippi State quarterbacks? That seems a little crazy. Where's the Buckeye quarterback at? What are we talking about here? All right, well, there's 2 top 5 quarterbacks. We're not going to spend our national focus on that because that's stupid. We'll just scout those guys individually and see how good they are. But you also got some tackles on the board, which we could draft. I'm not opposed to drafting a tackle. A defensive tackle could be good. Obviously, we're going to need some edge. We're going to need basically every single position, except for probably running back. So we're all open. We're open for business. Our national focus is defensive tackle and running back. And defensive tackle is a strength of the class. So we might use our national focus on defensive tackle. We'll need to hire a new individual scout for these different positions. We don't need to hire a central scout because that works for edge rusher. But we do need to fire basically everybody else. Or at least we need to fire Daryl Fowler and Toby Summers. And we can use one of them. So let's fire Daryl Fowler. Fire. You are gone. Gonzo Alonzo. And we can use that to hire a 3-star scout. What was the breakdown for that position? It was wide receiver, left edge, halfback. Okay, so let's hire a wide receiver scout. And that looks like wide receiver, tight end, or it could be corner wide receiver or safety wide receiver. You know what? Let's go corner wide receiver. Alicia Tranquil is always a good hire. So we'll hire her and put her in the, what would it be? Not the Southeast, not the Central, not the West, not the National. It's the Northeast. Okay, perfect. So now we have the Northeast covered. We have the Southeast covered. The Central's covered. We just need to fire Toby Summers and put in a defensive tackle, left tackle, probably a left tackle scout. So let's go fire Toby. Toby's been fired. Bye-bye, Tobe. And let's go, I think we have to fire or hire a 1-star, unfortunately. But once we buy that ability or upgrade that ability, we'll be able to do some good stuff. So let's hire. We could just hire Daryl Fowler back. Let's just hire Daryl Fowler back. For some reason, that's a hard name for me to say. And then we will put him in the Central. And that should be good to go. Oh, no, not the Central. We need to put him in the West. That's my bad. We need to put him in the West because we took away the one person. So let's put him in the West and then put this person in the Central. There we go. That should be better. Yes, West, Central, Northeast, Southeast. Okay, we're good to go. We are good to go with our scouts now. And once we upgrade that ability, we'll be able to hire basically every single scout as a 3-star scout. So that'll be super, super useful. But now it's finally time to simulate the season, unless I want to do a little bit of trading. That's also a possibility. So guys that are making a lot of money, obviously Crosby got extended, so he's making a ton of money. Gino's making super amounts of money, which I don't like. He's probably going to have to be our quarterback for at least this season. He does get a little bit cheaper as he goes on, or at least next year. Maybe next year's when we're going to have to capitalize on that because he gets the most cheap he's ever going to be. And he's going to continue to get bad. Colton Miller, Genty. Jacoby's going to need a contract extension. Okay. Carlson's going to need a contract extension. God, I don't like any of these players. I want to change this whole team. I'm not going to trade anybody. We're just going to simulate the season and see how this base Raiders team does. We're still rocking just the regular offense playbooks for Raiders and the schemes and whatever. Although I probably should look at the schemes to see if they're the maxed out that they can be, and they're not. So let's give it, the offense is going to run the vertical power run, and the defense is going to run, ooh, there's a couple 91s in here. We're going to run a 3-4 under. Sure, why not? That'll maximize the schemes or the abilities of the players. So now we're going to simulate the season, and we'll see how everything goes. Maybe this team is going to be good. Hopefully, they're bad. Year 1 is in the books, and we were aggressively average. We are in no man's land, which is never where you want to be when you're rebuilding a team. At least not in year number 1. And you really never want to be in general, but especially not in year number 1. This is what I was worried about. I was worried that the team was going to be just good enough to win some meaningless games and make our draft pick a lot worse, and that's exactly what happened. Gino goes for 3,500 yards, 26 touchdowns, 5 picks. I mean, it's a good year. It's a great year for Gino. It's just not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a bad year so we can get a good quarterback later. That's what I'm looking for. Ashton Genty goes nuclear. I mean, this is what I expected. I'm expecting him to even get better as it goes, obviously, and get even higher numbers. But these are great rookie numbers. These might even be Offensive Rookie of the Year numbers. You know, I never know. Brock Bowers had a good year, just under 1,000 yards with 6 touchdowns. Jacoby Myers had 12 touchdowns. He probably was in the slot this year. Trey Tucker has a good year. Nothing special. Besh has a fine year. Nothing special. And then defensively, Landon Roberts, former Patriot, 101 tackles. Jermaine Pratt, former Bengal, 86 tackles. Darnay Holmes, former Giant, 82 tackles. Let's see. Tackle for last year was Crosby with 12. Adam Butler had 10, who I also think is a former Patriot. Sack leader is by a large margin Max Crosby with 23, which is the new record? It's 22 and a half, right, for Strahan? I think Crosby just broke the record. Tyree Wilson has 5, which is pretty solid. 4 interceptions for Terrell Edmonds, okay. But I'm pretty sure 23 is the new NFL record, if I'm not mistaken. Single season sack leader. is Van Ginkel put up 26. Are you serious? Oh my God, what are we talking about here? Andrew Van Ginkel, 26 effing sacks. Are you kidding me, man? Whatever. Whatever. I can't handle that. Okay, let's get to the Super Bowl. Let's get to the first offseason. We're gonna have a little bit of money. Although I haven't seen the negotiations left. I didn't stop and simulate and look at the negotiations for contracts and stuff, so I have no idea who needs a new contract other than the guys that we saw at the beginning. Like I think we know that Jacoby Myers needs a new contract and stuff like that. That's the only guys that I know of. Ben Caver, Caver? I don't know how to say that name, but he is the All-Star Game MVP for, I'm assuming, the Senior Bowl? I don't know. I don't know how accurate the whatchamacallits are, the draft stories, but it's good to know. Packers and Broncos are in the Super Bowl. What is this, 1995? What a weird Super Bowl. And it's 29-14 Packers. Good for them. Jordan Love has brought a Super Bowl to Green Bay. He's now in the annals of history in Green Bay with Rodgers and Favre. Those are two quarterbacks you definitely want to be associated with, that's for sure. Number 5 for the Packers, Jordan Love's the MVP. Mahomes gets MVP of the league. Puka and Van Ginkel are the players of the year. Shocker, Van Ginkel is the player of the year. And then Ashton Genty and Abdul Carter win Rookie of the Year. So Ashton Genty does get Rookie of the Year, which might mean he goes up to another dev trait. Possibly. He's superstar dev, Ashton Genty. I told you we didn't need to worry about him. He's going to be a monster. An absolute, utter monster. We'll change the thing here. Okay, here we go. We've got our two young guys actually getting some playtime now. That's going to be huge. The offensive line, just like that, is already pretty good now. We got a lot of young players in this offensive line. We're looking pretty good there. And then on defense, Wilson grows a little bit. Porter's now the starting corner. I don't mind that at all. This defense needs a lot of help, especially the defensive line. We get no pressure except for Max Crosby. So we need some help on that. Let's get moving on, though. Some good development. Some real good development from the good guys. And now it's time for the re-sign period. We have $165 million to play with. And there's actually not that many people. I mean, there's some good amount of people here. I'm going to bring back Daniel Carlson because he's a kicker. And I want to bring him back. So we're going to bring him back. He wants to test free agency. Are you freaking kidding me, Daniel Carlson? What kind of money are you going to get better than what I just gave you? I'm going to franchise tag. Franchise tagging a kicker is insane. All right, let's move on. It was only $6 million. Jacoby Myers, I want to bring you back, but not super expensive, hopefully. Maybe like this. That is still kind of expensive, but maybe he'll accept it, and he's going to come back. Darnay Holmes, I think, is up next. No, it's Eric Stokes. My bad. Eric Stokes, I would like back because he's 27. I think we can milk a little bit more efficiency out of him, and he's going to come back. We have $137 million. Jermaine Pratt, I don't necessarily need. Dylan Parham is a good piece for right now until we find a better piece. So we'll offer him a little bit, and he's going to come back. Perfect. Jamal Adams, definitely want the option on Tyree Wilson. Got to bring him back. Zamir White, Sincere McCormick, Jordan Meredith. There's Darnay. I thought I saw him somewhere. Thayer Mumford, I'll bring back because he's a Buckeye. Got to bring back the Buckeyes. Got to respect him. He's going to come back. Beautiful. I think I could probably package a Jamal Adams, Jermaine Pratt trade and maybe get a draft pick or a player or something. I'm not really sure. Let's try to figure out a possible trade with these guys. Because Jamal Adams, we just don't need. We could get Jalen Royals or Blake Fisher for just these two guys up front. Well, what about if I don't do that and I toss in Darnay Holmes? Barrett Carter's interesting. Barrett Carter's actually really interesting. You know what? I'll send them to the Bengals for Barrett Carter. He's not a high overall player, but he is good enough. Jeremy Chin, Terrell Edmonds. We don't necessarily need Terrell Edmonds anymore. We have so many effing corners. Dear Lord. Jesus. Okay. And they're not good. None of them are any good. We've got Barrett Carter, Tommy Eichenberg, Malcolm Kuntz. Good Lord, this defense is tragically bad. Sweet Jesus. All right. Meredith, I could probably package somewhere. What else is even available to trade? Probably Zamir White. Maybe I could package him. Chris Abrams Drain's interesting. That's a better corner than what we're working with right now. Same thing with Christian Fulton. And Abrams Drain's younger. So we'll go Chris Abrams Drain. That's at least a little bit of a better corner option than what we're working with right now. So we have 3 decent corners. Plus Decamerian Richardson? I don't know how to say that name, man. Why is everybody's name so hard to say? I'm a simple white man. I can't say some names. I struggle. I'm stupid. I apologize. Who else can I possibly trade? We have pick 13. Oh, God. That's what I was worried about. I'm probably going to have to trade Sincere because I'm most likely not going to bring him. You know what? I'll bring him back. I'll re-sign Sincere. It's not the end of the world. He's not going to cost much. Alex Kappa, can I move on from? And possibly, I mean, maybe Malcolm Kuntz. Can I get anything for these guys? Lambert Smith, Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt. No, I don't want either of those guys. What about a possibility of a Landon Roberts? Can I get anything for them? Elijah Quentin Johnston's hilarious. Mikey Sanders still. Okay, now we're talking. I don't want Quentin Johnston. I'll take Mikey, though. Another corner. We're loading up a corner. But Mikey's a good pick. Now we've got at least 4 corners that I like. Plus Richardson, who could be something. All these corners are going to get cut, so don't have to worry about that. I think that's probably all the trading we need to do, unless I want to trade Terrell Edmonds, I guess, but nobody wants him. Maybe if I throw in somebody else with him to sweeten the deal. Like a Charles Snowden and a Lecky Fotu. No, nobody wants him. Okay, let's just move on. Let's re-sign. Oh, I backed out on accident. Let's re-sign Sincere McCormick, or at least attempt to re-sign him. He's not going to be that expensive, but he's young and he's a backup to what's his face, to Ashton. So let's bring him back. He's going to come back. He's whatever. Caillou, Blue Kelly, we don't need. Fotu, we don't need. White, we don't need. Edmonds, we don't need. None of these guys we need. All of them are going to the Shadow Realm. So bye-bye. Sayonara. See you later. Don't let the door kick you where the good Lord sucked you. I don't know. Let's go to free agency and see what's happening. Good Lord, Micah Parsons is here. What? How did the... What? I've never seen this before. And Hutchinson made it too. Oh my God, we can spend all of our money. Micah Parsons is in free agency. I've never seen him. I've done like 3 or 4 seasons in Madden 26 so far, and I haven't seen Micah Parsons yet. I've seen Hutchinson, but I haven't seen Parsons. Obviously, I'm spending every single dollar I have on Micah Parsons. I don't care that we have Max Crosby. I will I will sell my soul to Davy Jones and the devil. I'll do it both to get Micah Parsons. And Aiden Hutchinson. I don't freaking care. I will spend every dollar I have. Give me both of them. We will find room for them. We will find room. When you have guys this good, you just find room. You just make things happen. I will spend every single dollar that I possess in my bank account, and I will break open the piggy bank. We are in the lead for both of them. Wow, that's insane. I've never seen Micah Parsons get to free agency. That's super sick. Other than that, I don't think there's another person that I want to spend any money on. What about quarterback? The Brisket man. Oh, God, this quarterback class is tragically bad. What about... I saw Reed Blankenship. I could be persuaded to throw an offer at Reed Blankenship. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. but I could definitely be persuaded to do such things. How about that? So we're targeting Micah Parsons, Aiden Hutchinson, and Reed Blankenship. Are we going to get all three? What's going to happen? All three have signed. Did they sign with us? We got all three. Micah Parsons, Aiden Hutchinson, and Reed Blankenship. Obviously, the two big ones are Parsons and Hutch. That's insanity. We just significantly upgraded this squad. Wow. Okay. Huge, 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 huge. Now, obviously, Hutchinson is playing behind Max Crosby. Trust me, we will find a spot for all of these guys. You don't have to worry about that. We will find a spot. And Hutchinson, he can even play D-tackle a little bit. So if we need to get him on the field, he can play some D-tackle. I don't freaking care. We just upgraded so crazy on the defense, which is the one position that we absolutely had to upgrade at. That's insane. I've never seen those guys get to free agency. Or at least I've seen Hutchinson. I've never seen Parsons get to free agency. That was insane. What a move. We just leveled up like crazy. And now it's time to go and scout those quarterbacks. Those big-time quarterbacks. Gotta know how good they are. So we've got two top 5 guys. Tracy Burgess. This guy actually, Colby Logan, actually looks like he could be decent. At least a decent athlete. But I don't know how good he's going to simulate in the game. When you get to simulate, like if I was playing all the games, Colby Logan would probably be my guy because I like to scramble a little bit. I like to have a little bit of movement. So I need to have a guy, but in simulation, you don't necessarily need a guy that's that is like crazy athletic. It helps, but it's not like a priority number one. But there are some decent quarterbacks in this class. This guy looks like he could be very accurate. Okay, so I think he's a statue, though. He can't move at all. I think I'm going to use on Nope, that's not what I want to do. I think I'm going to use it on Jamie McClain, Colby Logan, and Tracy Burgess. Those are going to be my 3 focus players. I gots to know. I can't believe Van Ginkel broke the record as Crosby broke the record. All right, whatever. Let's move to the draft. We're picking at 13, I think is what the pick said. So let's take a look at these quarterbacks and see if there's anybody that is worth going after. So prospects, quarterbacks, round 1 for Tracy Burgess, 2 to 3 for Colby Logan, and round 1 to 2 for Jamie McClain. I kind of assumed Jamie McClain was going to be good because his accuracies are good. He cannot move in the pocket at all. Colby Logan can actually move in the pocket a little bit, but he's just a round 2 to 3 guy, which is a little bit annoying. He's a good athlete, really good athlete. His accuracies aren't bad. He's probably a good pick. He probably wouldn't be bad to draft. But Jamie McClain, he has no movement whatsoever. He's a statue. But his accuracies are really good. How's his arm strength? Can I see that? He's a strong arm archetype, which is a good sign. His throw power is only good. This is like slow Josh Allen. I don't know who I want to take. I don't think we need to trade up. I don't think we're going to need to trade up, which is a good sign. The Browns have 2 top 5 picks thanks to the Jaguars. But Tracy Burgess is going to go. I don't need Tracy Burgess or Bryce White. The 2 quarterbacks I don't care about are going before us, which is huge. We pick at 13. They have us taking Ethan McKinney. There's Colby Logan right after us at 14 to the Rams. I don't think, and then Jamie McClain's at 18 also to the Rams. I don't think I can take Colby Logan in the top 15. I don't think he's good enough. Or is he good enough? I don't know. This is a tough choice to make. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Number 1 pick, Cleveland takes an offensive tackle, I think. Yeah, Jabari Downs gets taken. The Saints grab a corner. No, another left tackle. My bad. The Vikings take somebody. They take a D tackle. The Browns come up again. They take Tracy Burgess, the quarter. So they got a left tackle and a quarterback in the top 5. Good for them. Seattle takes Bryce White. Right. Dillard goes. I think we can just skip to our pick because we don't really care about anybody ahead of us. Here we are. The Raiders are up at 13. Nobody that we cared about went, I don't think. So we can either take the quarterback, snipe him ahead of the the Rams, or we just, I don't know. I don't know what to do. It looks like there could be some good players in this class. Possibly. Oh, do I just take a quarterback, man? Do I just take him? He's a good athlete. Round 2 to 3 true talent kind of scares me, especially this high in the draft at 13. But maybe because he's such a good athlete, maybe he's going to be better. I feel like I'm making a big mistake here, but I'm going to take Colby Logan. It's a big mistake. He's number 65 in true value. He's got hidden dev, 85 speed. That's definitely not the right decision, but at least he's got hidden dev. And we snipe him ahead of the Rams, who end up taking Jamie McClain. But I definitely think that was a bad decision to take Logan there. But we did. We made the decision. We might have reached heavily for him, but we did get him in the end. So he could be good, he could not be good. Who knows? Who actually knows? Wide receiver Jared Kemp out of Notre Dame. Notre Dame. Could be good. He's around 1 to 2 true talent. He could have something special. There's also this guy, Roberto Perez, out of Louisville. Ran a 4.3. He looks okay. Doesn't look special. What about left tackle here? There's a lot of undrafted guys. At guard, you've got this guy, Elijah Howard. Okay. We might come back for you a little bit later. I don't think we need to get you. Who's this? Mike Reed. Not a great athlete. He's got a pass block power. He looks like he's going to be a good pass blocking offensive lineman, but not anything special. Ted Burton, also same deal with that center. The right tackles all look not amazing. Edge rushers. We don't need any more edge rushers, that's for sure. Defensive tackles. We got a speed rusher here. We got Keon Richards. Ooh, he is pretty fast. Okay, that could be an option. We could definitely grab him. But there's also a couple of round 1 to 2 guys down the board, or at least a 2 to 3. Interesting. Chase Winters. Ooh. We might be able to come away with 2 decent D tackles if that's where I go, which is probably where I'm going to go because I don't really think I'm going to go corner. I think I'm going to go D tackle here. There is a possible safety. Roosevelt Bronson. Doesn't look great. I think I'm going to go D tackle here. We're going to take Keon Richards. We know that he's around 3 to 4 true talent, but I think he's going to be pretty decent. He's number 84 in true talent. He's got hidden dev. We needed another D tackle to pair alongside Aiden Hutchinson because that's probably where he's going to play. So that he can get on the field. So at least we have him. What else do we need? We need a potential wide receiver. There's a couple day 3 to 4, or around 3 to 4. There's a 2 to 3 down the board. Okay, we can wait on receiver possibly. Offensive line still doesn't look amazing. This guy, Elijah Howard, I might grab a little later because he does intrigue me a little bit. But I think I can't take the other D tackle, can I? No, I have to wait. I think I'm going to take that Elijah Winters dude, or wherever. Elijah Howard, not Elijah Winters. Elijah Howard. We're going to grab him. He intrigues me too much to not take. He's number 61 in true value. He does have normal dev, but he's probably going to be a decently high overall player. Hopefully. I pray that he is. And then with the 4th round pick, I'll take the D tackle, and then we'll sim out of this draft. Oh, never mind. The D tackle. Oh, no, he didn't. Is this the same guy? No, that's not the same guy. The other guy got taken. Wow, I didn't think he would. Okay. I guess I should have taken him instead of the other dude. We can still come away with a good player. Actually, there's a lot of decent D tackles down the board here. Marvin Colvin. Looks like he could be a beast. He's around 1 to 2 or 1 true talent. We're going to take him. He's number 20 in true value, normal dev, but that can be changed with a good season. And I think we're going to simulate to the end of the draft here. Let the CPU handle it. I'm okay with that draft. We didn't do amazing, especially that quarterback. I think he's going to end up being pretty good. That Colby Logan dude. I think he's going to end up being okay. He's a 72 overall. But if he has a good year, he could skyrocket. Keon Richards, we definitely reached on a lot of guys. I will admit that. We definitely reached on a lot of guys, which is okay. It's fine. It's going to work out in the end. Jabari Downs ends up being an 82 overall. Jeff Dixon is an 80. This wasn't the greatest class in the world. It was pretty good. There's a couple of decent players in here, but nobody that's like, it wasn't like a absolutely loaded class or anything like that. So it was fine. We're obviously going to be starting Colby Logan over Geno. That just makes the most sense. Generate the best lineup. I probably should trade Geno, shouldn't I? Let's make sure the schemes are correct. And I also probably should switch the playbook to like a... I should probably switch the playbook to like a... whatchamacallit? Cincinnati. To get Colby Logan the best opportunity to play well. Did I already pass Cincinnati? Where the heck is it? There it is. Okay, so we'll switch to Cincinnati's offense to give Colby Logan the best opportunity. Geno is going to get traded. We should be able to eat the cap hit that he has because this is his cheapest year he's going to have in his contract. So let's trade away Geno, maybe get something for him. I don't know what we'd get for him, but maybe something that's good. Christian Watson, Paulson Adebo, Eric Armstead. Okay, there's a couple of people in here. Danny Stutzman's interesting, but we just had him in the Saints rebuild. I don't think I want him again. This guy at corner, Paulson Adebo, Christian Watson, Malik Collins. How many corners am I going to bring to the team? I guess I'll bring another one. We'll send Geno back to the Jets, where it all began. Where it all began, and where it all begins again. They want Aiden O'Connell to start? I don't think so. Okay, this is what the team looks like headed into year number 2. Offensive line is going to be good, I believe. And then defense, we've got Parsons and Crosby on the edge. They got Hutchinson at Sam linebacker, which I don't hate that much. So he's got to play, so he's gonna have to play somewhere. Cornerback room looks really good now. We've got Colvin and Richards, the two guys we drafted through rookies. Okay, I'm ready to go for season number 2. We're still in the Raider defense, but we are now into the new era at quarterback, Colby Logan, and he's got Cincinnati's offense. So if he doesn't have a Rookie of the Year campaign, then he's not the guy. Let's see what happens. Season 2 is in the books, and we dominated. Absolutely, utterly dominated. 12 wins. I guess if you want to win games, go to the Bengal playbook. We kind of already knew that at this point, but this season right here, this sim, basically solidifies that because we had a 73 overall rookie quarterback, and we won 12 games. I mean, unreal numbers. And okay, if you want to develop a quarterback, use the Cincinnati playbook in Madden 26. 5,000 yards? 5,000 yards? As a rookie? I mean, that's clearly and obviously Rookie of the Year, but it also could be rookie or MVP numbers. These are unreal. 5,000 yards, 41 touchdowns, 17 interceptions. I mean, Cincinnati offense is completely busted in Madden 26, and I love it. It's the new go-to meta playbook. Chiefs no longer number 1. It is the Cincinnati offense if you want a dominant quarterback season. Because you're almost guaranteed. I haven't seen a season in Madden 26 with the Cincinnati playbook that hasn't gotten the quarterback 5,000 yards. So it is going to take a little bit away from your running back, but at this point, Genty doesn't need to have unbelievable seasons to know that he's good. We know Genty's going to get his numbers. 11 touchdowns, 4.7 per carry, 683. All great numbers for Ashton Genty. Then Jacoby Myers, I'm pretty sure I saw him lead receivers this year in total yards with 1,416 touchdowns. I mean, dear Lord. Trey Tucker had 1,100 with 9 touchdowns. Jack Besh came in with 4 touchdowns. Bowers had a good season. I mean, these offensive numbers are crazy. I can't wait to see the development of our rookie quarterback. Barrett Carter, that's a huge season. That's absolutely what we needed. 109 tackles for him. But I see something that's a little crazy. I'm still in Raider playbook, by the way. Micah Parsons. 31 sacks in a single season. Screw Andrew Van Ginkel. That's the new record. 31 sacks is absolute insanity. Hutchinson had 13 tackles for loss. I mean, look at the numbers the boys are putting up. And like I said, we're still in the Vegas Raider defense. I didn't change that. 18 and a half sacks for Aiden Hutchinson, 14 for Max Crosby. The production of these guys is absolutely insane. 2 interceptions for Carter, 2 for Blankenship, 1 for a couple of the guys. I'm hoping Barrett Carter goes up to start that. That'd be really huge. But I'd say our free agent money was spent well with the addition of these 2 guys. Dear Lord. I mean, that's what, 49 and a half total sacks between the 2 free agent guys. So, and that's not even combining what Max Crosby did. Yeah, I'd say we are in safe hands and we spent our money well. We do make the playoffs, 12-5 at home against the Chargers. I need to see what this quarterback Colby Logan's got up his sleeve. We won the game. I mean, Jesus. This Cincinnati playbook is absolute insanity. Tyree Wilson goes up another upgrade. That's huge. Are we going to beat the Buffalo Bills in the divisional round and go to the AFC Championship? That'd be huge if we did. It's only year number 2, and we're playing in the AFC Championship against the Baltimore Ravens, who I think I just saw went 16-1. Was that correct? Did they go 16-1? They did. Oh my God, the Ravens had a crazy season as well. I need to see the dev trade of our player here. What's our quarterback? He's only star dev, which surprises me. I think he's going to go up to superstar or maybe even X Factor after this season's over because he's going to win Rookie of the Year guaranteed, but MVP is also on the table. But he's playing up to a 92. We drafted this guy at a 73. He's now an 88 on one season. His accuracy... We got the best of both worlds. We got a guy that can run, and with the motivation or with the upgrades that he's had so far this year, he's also can throw it. We got the best of both. This is the best quarterback in the league. It says he's ranked number 13, but this is the best quarterback in the league, and he's only going to get better. So, yeah, I'd say we dominated that pick, and it now isn't looking like a reach. The rest of the team's looking really, really good. I mean, I'm hoping Barrett Carter gets star dev. That'd be really helpful. Parsons and Crosby and Hutchinson, I mean, my God, we dominated with that. We are going to jump in and play the AFC Championship just for the fun of it. I know it's only year number 2, but I want to see if we can win. That'd be pretty sick if we could. I don't think we will, but, I mean, if we do, I mean, going to the Super Bowl in year number 2 would be absolute insanity. It would just absolutely prove that the Bengal playbook is completely busted. We've got the AFC Championship game here in year number 2 of the rebuild. Against the Ravens on the road in M&T Bank Stadium, Baltimore, Maryland. I didn't mean to jump in and play this moment. I hit the wrong button. But you know what? We might as well jump in. 3rd and 2 from the 10. Let's see what Ashton Genty's got up his sleeve. And as you can see, he is doing the Michael Myers, which is pretty sick. But he's not, like I said earlier, he's not going to be doing it in the real life. We weren't able to get the first down, though. We need to get back to play the key moments here. We do get a field goal. It's 7-6. Like I said, I don't think we're going to win this game. I mean, the Ravens went 6-1 or 16-1 for a reason. It's 21-9. It's looking like it's not our game. I didn't expect us to win this one. I'm not shocked that we're not winning this one. It's only year number 2. We've got a rookie quarterback who's going to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league very soon. Underneath, that's Jack Besh. He's got a first down, keeps the drive alive. It's a 3rd down opportunity. The Y corner could be electric. Brock Bowers in the corner. Am I feeling frisky? No, I'm not, because I'm seeing Jacoby Myers across the middle. He gets rocked. Absolutely, utterly rocked. And we will have 1 second. I didn't know if the clock was gonna roll as soon as I snapped it. We'll have 1 second to possibly get some dignity back. Jacoby drops it. Wouldn't have got a first down anyway. We lose 28-9. I'm not upset about it. If we would have gotten to the Super Bowl, I would have been absolutely shocked, stunned, flabbergasted. I'm not upset that we lost that game. I didn't think we were gonna win in the first place. But it's cool to know that we have a good enough team to make it to the AFC Championship already in year number 2. We got a little bit more work to do, but I mean, just a few extra pieces here and there, and we're a Super Bowl team. It's going to be that simple. All right, so it's going to be Ravens, and I think that said Eagles. Colby Logan's an 89 overall in one season. He goes from a 73 to an 89. The development goes crazy with the Bengal playbook. If you want to draft a quarterback and develop them, it doesn't matter if they have hidden dev or not. It doesn't matter if they're a 60 something overall or not. Go to the Bengal playbook and you will be able to develop them. It's pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward. Wow. So the Eagles win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts gets his MVP of the Super Bowl. Joe Burrow takes the MVP of the league, even though Colby Logan arguably had a better season. Colby does win Offensive Rookie of the Year, though. That was pretty much guaranteed. Wow. What did Joe Burrow put up? He put up 4,600 yards and 42 touchdowns. Did you really give him the MVP because he had one more touchdown? Is that what we're doing here? Who won the offensive player? They also gave the offensive player of the year to Joe Burrow. Wow, that seems like a little bit of Joe Burrow bias. I don't know. I feel like MVP should have been given to the guy that actually had a better season, but that's just me. That's just me. Let's see the dev trade upgrades. Superstar dev for Colby Logan. Yeah, he's our guy. He's our guy. Jacoby Myers also goes up to superstar dev because of the season that he had. Trey Tucker gets star dev off of his season. Stanford has superstar dev. Okay. Things are getting awesome. We've got our offensive line done. This is finished for the rebuild. Running back is done. Tight end obviously is done. Darn it, Barrett Carter does not go up to star dev. That would have been super awesome if he did. He does not go up to star dev. They've got Hutchinson below Tommy Eichenberg, which seems a little bit crazy, but hey, it's okay because Eichenberg is actually a Sam linebacker. I had to change him to that. We'll figure it all out. Don't worry. We'll figure it all out. Defense is looking pretty good. I'm liking the corners. I'm liking the safeties. I'm liking the defensive line. There's still a few pieces here and there, like I said, but we will get there. Everything will be achieved. Everything that we know will be fixed. 7 players that need negotiations. Brock Bowers, we can accept his contract. He's going to be pretty expensive, I would assume. Jeremy Chin, Trey Tucker, Michael Mayer. There's Carlson. We might as well get him on a 7-year deal like we tried to before. He's going to come back. Why didn't you just accept it last time? I feel like I paid you more last time. Whatever. Let's get Jeremy Chin back. Hopefully not too expensive. Maybe like a 4.5 and a 6. He's going to test free agency. Okay, interesting. Maybe we can trade him. Trey Tucker I would like to have back. How about 4.5 and 3.5? He's going to come back. Perfect. That leaves us with $38 million to get Michael Mayer back as our backup tight end. I can do a 4-year deal for Michael. Maybe 4.5 and 3.5. He's going to say yes to that. Perfect. Feeling good. Alejandro Ramirez, I think, needs to be back simply because he's got star dev. I don't really know much about this guy, but he's going to come back anyway. Aiden O'Connell we don't need, especially now that we got our guy. We could franchise tag Jeremy Chin. It's 19.7. That's not that much money. Maybe I can trade him for something. I don't know. Another safety, probably. We can get Amani Johnson, D-tackle. Jack Kaiser, Trayvon Diggs, Quincy Riley, the Jerry Scene. Okay, so they're not giving me any strong safety replacements. They're not giving me any strong safety replacements. We have Trey Taylor, who's 26. I guess he could just fill that spot. He's got star dev as well. What other strong safeties are out there? Jordan Battle, Jamal Adams. I forgot he was on Cincinnati because I traded him there. We see how good Jordan Hancock can develop. He was on the Saints team, the Saints rebuild that we had. Who's that safety? Oh, that's Roosevelt Bronson. I forgot about him. Can I get him? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, not so fast. D-tackle. I can give you Jonah Lalu, and that'll go through. Perfect. We get a superstar dev safety. We don't have to worry about that anymore. That's all figured out. Boom, bada bing. The team is looking real sexy. Real amazing. We'll generate the best lineup. Bronson steps in at safety. We've still got Blankenship. We could use a couple pieces here and there, but I don't know if we're going to have enough money to find anybody too great in free agency. Kyle Hampton's available. We're not going to go after him. We just got Bronson. D-tackle, I guess we could use a D-tackle, but we got 2 rookies. I think we're fine there. Zay Flowers at receiver would be pretty fun. We don't need any offensive linemen. Really, we just need like depth pieces. Kayvon Thibodeau is kind of cool. I could see a Trenton Simpson offer. I could definitely see that. I could also see a Zay Flowers offer. But I don't know if we need Zay Flowers. We have Jacoby Myers. We have Jack Besh. We have Trey Tucker. I don't know if we need Zay Flowers or not. I could definitely... I'm definitely going to offer Trenton Simpson. I think that's a no-brainer type of deal. He's so good, so fast. So I think if I toss an offer at Trenton Simpson, we are the lead for that. Let me take a look at the team for wide receiver. Is Zay Flowers a viable option? We also have Thornton. You know what? We have 4 receivers that we don't really need, and Brock Bowers basically counts as another receiver. So I don't think we need Zay Flowers. As crazy as that sounds, I don't think we need him. Let's just go after Trenton Simpson. I think we're fine with that. And he will accept the offer. We bring in Trenton Simpson to the team. I think that's a pretty big addition. Because now he will step in over that star dev player that I wasn't familiar with. He'll play some will linebacker. We need to find a spot, obviously, for Hutchinson again. But now we got Simpson playing there. I'm assuming he's just going to play Sam linebacker, is Hutchinson, over Tommy Eichenberg. That just makes the most sense. So we'll probably just have him do that, especially in this type of defense. Because Barrett Carter's going to play some middle linebacker, some Mike linebacker, I guess. He had a good season. I just wish he would have gone up to star. That would have been super awesome if he went up to star. But this defense is coming together. We're pretty good. We are pretty good. And another season of development for our rookie or for our second-year quarterback is going to be even better. There's a top 5 receiver, Dexter Hardy. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Dexter Hardy. He is from the cheater school, but I do believe Dexter Hardy is generational. I kind of feel that in my bones. That looked like an unbelievable player. How do I get Dexter Hardy? There's a top 5 center, Jonathan Lamb. We're taking him. That's for sure. What about the rest of these positions? There's some good depth at D tackle, as there always is. There's a good Sam linebacker and Elliott Sherman we could grab. This draft could have some studs. How do I get the wide receiver? That's the big question. How do I get the wide receiver? I should probably also find out how good that corner is. What was the one position I was looking at here? 75% on Micah Carter. Let's just scout these two guys to figure out exactly how good they are. I'd like to know. Okay, so we need to look at this mock draft and see how much we need to trade up. Mock draft number 5. He's going to go number 1. God darn it. Okay. He's going number 1 to the Jets. We obviously have a super low pick because we went to the AFC Championship. We have pick number 30. They have us taking Elliott Sherman. That sucks. I know he's so good. So day 3 and day 3 to around 3 to 4 for those 2 linebackers. That's not ideal. How in the wide world of sports do I get up to the number 1 pick in the draft? It's going to be almost impossible, is it not? Especially without my cheese method from Madden 25. There's no trade packages available. I guess I could send them Hutchinson. I could do that. If we send them Hutchinson, we would open up space for a bunch of different players. Is it a smart idea to trade Hutchinson? I'd have to get back a lot if I'm gonna trade Hutchinson. You'd have to give me so much money. Oh, they can't take it. No, I didn't even look at their... No! They can't afford it. Oh, salary cap sucks. Okay, so Hutchinson's off the table. And anything might be off the table. We can't trade players because they have $440,000. So it's not like we can trade players for it. I'd have to probably... I have so many 7th round picks from all those trades I did. I'd have to probably trade all 3 of my 1st round picks. And that still doesn't even get it done. It doesn't seem like a very good idea to do this. But hopefully we don't need draft picks in the future. I don't really want to give up picks from this year because I think this class is actually pretty good. I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I want the receiver so bad. Oh, I want him so bad. But I don't think it's going to happen. Especially because they don't have any money. If I could trade Hutchinson for it, it would work out. I can't trade any players. They have no money. So, oh, I want that receiver so bad, man. He looks unbelievable. I don't think I've seen a receiver that good. But I can't make the trade. The Jets are just in a horrible position cap-wise. So, I can't make the trade. They're going to take my guy. Wait, they didn't take my guy. They took a quarterback. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's in play. The Saints. How much cap room do they have? They have $18 million. They still can't take... They still can't take Hutch. No, they'd be negative $3 million. But it's possible. Get offers. I could trade them Max Crosby. Well, I'm not going to do that. Although I probably should. I'm not going to do it. We could trade them 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks, which is what we tried to do with the first overall pick. There's a world where we can get this wide receiver. The Jets take a quarterback. I don't even know if the Saints would take a wide receiver. They don't need one. It says, at least not on their team needs. That doesn't mean they're not going to take him because he's best player available. They need a D tackle. I don't really have one that they'd want, do I? Although there are some decent D tackles in this class, it looks like. So maybe if you take Marvin Colvin. No, they're not gonna want that, are they? How do I make this happen? Do I give them Max Crosby? Does that seem a little out of control? It does seem a little out of control, doesn't it? I can't give them Max Crosby. The only other thing I can do is I can trade for the 3rd pick and hope that they don't actually take the wide receiver. What's their wide receiver room look like? They've got Olave, Shaheed, and Reed Ziegler. They could use a generational wide receiver. That is for sure. Oh, it's such a risk. It's such a risk. Who has the 3rd pick? I don't remember. Who has the 3rd pick in the draft? It is the Dolphins. Dolphins have the 3rd pick. They want Ashton Genty. Yeah, you're not getting Ashton Genty. They also don't have any cap room. Why does no team have any money? Oh, I hate this. How do I get this wide receiver? How do I get this wide receiver? You're not getting Genty. That's obvious. All right. 1st round pick next year looks pretty good. 2nd round pick, or 1st round pick the year after looks pretty good. 3rd round pick 2029 moves the needle. 3rd round pick next year moves the needle. 5th round pick gets close. Very close. What about a 4 and a 5? So close. So close. Looks like I'm going to have to give up 2 4s. This should get us the 3rd pick, and it does. We trade so much to get the 3rd pick in the draft. We still have 30 as well. Okay. So, how do I get this receiver? Do I believe the corner also looks unbelievably good, but this receiver's generational. I can just tell. I can tell he's generational. I don't know if I want to risk. Oh, no, no, no. Don't want to do that. I don't know if I want to risk the Saints taking him. The Saints could very well take this receiver because they just see his talent and just take him based off best player available. So if I give up the third pick for the second pick and then toss some stuff around it, I think I can make this work. We wouldn't need probably Trey Tucker anymore because we'd have the wide receiver. So you can have Trey Tucker back, which I would like to develop him, but it's okay. It's going to work out in the end. I can just feel it. I can feel it in my bones. We don't need Dylan Parham anymore. Okay, we're sweetening the pot a little bit. We don't need probably one of these D tackles. What about JJ? Do you want JJ? They kind of don't want JJ, but if I can give draft picks, which I don't really have anymore, I don't really have much left in terms of draft picks, but I got to try. I have so many sevens, but that's not going to do much, is it? Oh, that's so close. So very close. We're not going to have anything next year, but it's worth it. We trade up to get the second overall pick. I probably couldn't, or I probably could have let that go, and the Saints might not take him, but I can't risk it. This guy looks unbelievable. He ran a 4.2 at both the combine and the 40. He's got great receiving stats, or receiving attributes. He looks generational. He's probably the best player. He's number 5? He's got hidden dev, but 97 speed, 95 excel, 99 jumping. Oh yeah, this guy's a freak no matter where we would have taken him. I just couldn't let it happen. I couldn't let the Saints take him. They end up taking Bo Richter, so they would have taken him because they took a receiver anyway. That corner's still on the board, by the way. Okay, not anymore. He gets taken, but that was... I couldn't let Dexter Hardy get anywhere else. He had to come play for me. So, yeah, we gave away our entire draft class for next year, but we're hopefully not going to need that because we're going to be too good to be worth it anyway. That's the plan. Is that actually going to be what happens? Hopefully. Hopefully I didn't just screw ourselves. D tackle, there could be some good ones down the board. There's a Sam linebacker who looks pretty good. This guy also doesn't look bad. This Kyle Harper. Round 3 to 4. Wasn't there like a really good center? Did he go off the board? He might have got taken. I think there was like a top 5 center. Yeah, I think he got taken. Because I know it was an offensive lineman, and I'm not seeing any top 5 offensive linemen, so I think it was a center. He got grabbed. I would have grabbed him, but looks like he got taken. They must have saw his value. I'm kind of interested in taking this Elliott Sherman guy. We know he's a round 1 to 2 player. He's going to be good. We're going to go up to 30 and grab him. He's number 23. He's got normal dev, which kind of sucks, but he might be a higher overall player than Tommy Eichenberg out the gates. You never know. We go to the second round. What's going to be available at the second round? The D tackle position looks to be pretty good. We've got a couple of guys that we can wait on. Sam linebacker. Corner doesn't look amazing. All of these positions look like they're not that good anymore. I'm just happy we got our guy. Yeah, we gave up so much to get him, but you know what? Sometimes you got to do that. Sometimes you got to go up and get the guy you want to get, even if it means getting rid of your entire draft class to get him. Sometimes you got to do it. And I think I'm going to make one more selection at D tackle if there's a guy available. They took all the round 1 guys? Wow. CPU does a good job of scouting this year because they take all the guys that I want to take. You know what? I'm going to let the CPU handle it. I was going to take that other draft D tackle that was like round 1 to 2 or whatever, but we got our guy. Dexter Hardy looks like an unbelievable player. He's an absolute freak. The draft recap. He's an 82. Not shocked at all. Elliott Sherman's a 76, so he's already pretty close to to Tommy Eichenberg. They took a bunch of people that are not good, but that's okay. We had so many 7th round picks. I'm not shocked. How good was the rest of the class? You had an 84 overall Juan Randle. Emmanuel Feliciano was the pick right before ours at 29. He ends up being an 83. That would have been a pretty nice pickup. And there's the top 5 center, Jonathan Lamb. He got taken at 27. So if we would have traded up for either one of these two guys, I would have been pretty happy with that. But we get Dexter Hardy. This is a pretty good draft class. It's a really good draft class, actually. A lot of high potential guys. A lot of really good players. But I think we got the best player. I know it doesn't say that, but I think we got the best player. Dexter Hardy is going to be an absolute animal. He's so fast. He's so good. I think this is our Super Bowl year. I know that sounds a little crazy. It's only year 3. I think this is our Super Bowl year. We throw in everybody. I mean, Dexter Hardy's already the second best player on the team, or wide receiver on the team. Genty's going to continue to get good. Colby Logan's going to continue to grow. The defense, we've got to find a place for Hutchinson, which means he's probably going to play Sam linebacker for us over Tommy Eichenberg, or over Sherman and Eichenberg. Just because he has to play somewhere. I guess I should trade one of them. Maybe I should trade Hutch. You know what? What can I get for Hutchinson? I guess we didn't need both him and Parsons. I can get T. Higgins, J.O.K., Marvin, and a first-round pick. A.J. Brown, A.J. Terrell, Travis Hunter. Oh, my God. Jackson Smith-Njigba, Chris Olave. I can recoup some of the draft picks. I can get a first-round pick from the Patriots. Or I can just get Travis Hunter. That seems like a no-brainer to do. Do we trade Aiden Hutchinson for Travis Hunter? I don't know if I pull the trigger right now. I think I'm going to let it ride. I'm going to simulate the season. We'll keep Hutchinson on the team. He's going to play Sam linebacker for us. We'll see how he simulates. If he doesn't simulate as good as he had previously, then we'll make a decision at the next point. But I think we're going to keep him on the team. We're still in Cincinnati playbook. This should be a season where we absolutely dominate because our quarterback's getting better. Our team in general is getting better. We should be able to make the Super Bowl this year. Year 3 is in the books. We make the playoffs again, 12-5. Still the same. I think that's the exact same record we just had last year. But the wild card still, it's fine. Colby Logan put up 5,400 yards. And Jacoby Myers and Dexter Hardy both feasted off of that. Wow. I mean, the Bengal playbook just goes absolutely atomic. Not even just nuclear. I mean, we go insane. 5,400 yards, 44 touchdowns to just 4 picks. He better get MVP. He was robbed of it last year from Joe Burrow. He better get it this year. A great season from Genty in the Bengal playbook. Just fantastic numbers from both of these guys. Jacoby's probably going to win Offensive Player of the Year. I mean, these are fantastic numbers. 22 touchdowns is crazy. Dexter Hardy as a rookie is probably going to win Rookie of the Year. You love to see it. Jack Besh had a good year. Bowers had a good year. Yeah, our offense is loaded. Trenton Simpson had 113 tackles, but I see some crazy numbers at sacks, so we're going to talk about that. 20 tackles for loss for Hutchinson. I'm glad we didn't trade him. 18 for Parsons, 14 for Crosby. This is the greatest 3-man edge rush team you've ever seen in your entire existence. And then the sacks. Parsons had 28, so not as good as the 31 we had last year, but still insane. Those are freaky numbers. 24 for Hutchinson, 18 for Crosby, 7 for the D-tackle Keon Richards. Interception numbers, Roosevelt Bronson had 3, Sanders still had 2, so did Porter. I guess if you want crazy good sack numbers, pick the Raider playbook because you're getting a lot of them. You're getting an absolute dog pile amount. Are we going to win the wild card against the Pittsburgh Steelers? We should. We're a clearly better team. And we do. We take on the Texans in the next round. We should be able to beat them as well. Dare I say? We go 2 for 2 in the playoffs? Hopefully? Question mark? We should be able to make it back to the AFC Championship again? And we do. This time we take on the Bills, which is a little bit of a better matchup. I think we can beat the Bills. The Ravens last year were just unreal. Even though they didn't win the Super Bowl. A 16-1 team is crazy to have to go up against. So We have the better team on paper. Hopefully, we have the better team on the field. Can this be the year? Year 3. Can we go to the Super Bowl this time? I think we should. It's a little frosty here in Buffalo. We take on the Bills in the snow. I just hope it's not one of those new snow blizzard games that Madden 26 has implemented, because I've never played in one of those since the game came out. I have not yet gotten that scenario. Actually, I haven't. This is the first actual snow game I've been a part of in Madden 26. So we are in the lead 17-10 as the fourth quarter arrives, but the Bills tied at 17. Can we punch it in? It's not actually that crazy snow. It's just kind of a light snowing, light sprinkling of snow. 1st and 10, handoff to Genty. Did I see X Factor under Colby Logan? Does he have an X? Oh my God, he's gone up to X Factor during the season. Oh my God, Colby Logan's a god. We drafted the greatest quarterback of all time. We legitimately drafted the greatest quarterback of all time. Better than Tom Brady. This man's got everything you could ever want and everything you could ever need. 4th and 2. We're going to go for it. We're not content with just taking points. We want to win the AFC Championship, and the way to do that is to go for it here. Besh catches, holds on for the broken tackle, and that is a first down. Jack Besh makes a big play. Can we get Genty to do something here? Possibly. Genty up the middle. Genty's into the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. The Raiders. And we're in. But can the defense dominate? I think they might be able to. We have the football. Take advantage on 3rd and 3. Come on, boys. We got to deliver. This is our chance. I'm going to hit Genty. He's open. Touchdown Raiders. We're going to the Super Bowl in year 3 of the rebuild. The Bills can't do anything, and the Vegas Raiders will head to the Super Bowl for the first time since 2002? 1? 2? I think it was 2002 is when they got there. Something like that. Who knows? They didn't win. I think they lost to the Bucks, but they got there. Whatever. We're getting back. And my God, Colby Logan's an X Factor. Absolute utter insanity. What a rebuild this has been. What a rebuild this has been. We take on the Giants, the New York Football Giants. Colby Logan is a true 99. You got to be kidding me. Is he actually a true 99? Oh my, no, he's a 98. Or is he an actual 99? He's a 98 improviser. Oh, he's so close. He needs one more level to get up to a true 99. Oh my God. In the second year of his career, he's got 99 medium accuracy, short accuracy, throw on the run, under pressure, break side. This dude is unbelievable. We drafted the greatest quarterback of all time. He's number 4 in the rankings, but he's clearly number 1. He's clearly number 1. Jacoby Myers goes up to X Factor. Dexter Hardy has X Factor. I knew he was going to be generational. He's a monster. Besh has developed fairly well. The offensive line's looking freaky. On defense, we still don't see any development from Barrett Carter, but that's okay. The rest of the defense is just good enough. That's all we need them to be. I mean, we've got Crosby, Parsons, and Hutchinson that do all the work. So I think this could be a Super Bowl year. We're going to go and play the Giants. We're going to win the Super Bowl. And then we'll probably go one more year just to see if we go back to back. But, I mean, we drafted the greatest quarterback of all time. It is the Super Bowl for the Raiders in year 3 of the rebuild. Can we dominate the New York Football Giants? And it looks like we might. 14-0. Come on, boys. 21-0. That's what I'm talking about. 21-7. Giants get on the board. We're trading blows. But I think we might have this. Come on, boys. Come on, boys. 28-7. And there it is. The Vegas Raiders are back on top of the football world in just year 3 of the rebuild. That's got to be one of my fastest ones in Madden 26. Maybe the fastest one, because I don't think it took us. We definitely didn't win it in year 3 of the Saints rebuild. So, wow. The Vegas Raiders are world champions, and it's all thanks to that man right there, Colby Logan. The Cincinnati playbook is absolutely awesome. 3 touchdowns for Colby Logan in the game as well, and we win a Super Bowl. Man. We will go one more season just to see if we can repeat, but wow. What a and we give Pete Carroll another Super Bowl. I didn't even realize that. I forgot he was our coach for a second. We get Pete Carroll another championship before he retires. Man, what a season. What a freaking everything. So Colby Logan gets the Super Bowl MVP. He also gets regular season MVP. He was not robbed by Joe Burrow this time. Pete Carroll gets Coach of the Year. Jacoby Myers gets Offensive Player of the Year. Dexter Hardy gets Offensive Rookie of the Year. We don't get Defensive Player of the Year. Myles Garrett got himself Defensive Player of the Year because he put up 29 sacks and 16 tackles for loss. You know what? Fair play. You can have it. That's a great season from Myles Garrett. I don't feel like I'm robbed of that one like I was with Joe Burrow not getting it. And Andrew Van Ginkel getting it the year 1. That's crazy. All right. What a season. I cannot wait to see year 4. It's going to go even crazier. But here comes all of the money. So we got to bring back Jackson Powers Johnson. Sanders still I'd like to bring back. Trey Taylor doesn't necessarily have to come back. There's a couple guys that I do want back. So let's start at the top here. Let's start with Jackson Powers Johnson. Thankfully, he wants to come back, so that's kind of huge. We do need him back. He's our starting center. I'll pay him that much money, and he's going to come back. Welcome aboard. Sanders still I want back. He's been a good trade piece for us. Good corner. I'll give him that and see what he says. He's going to come back. Huge. Trey Taylor, Chris Abrams-Drain, we probably do need back. DJ Glaze, we need back. He's one of our higher overall offensive linemen. So we do need him back, and he's going to return. Welcome back. We have 8.1 million, and there's a lot of guys that I'd like to have back, but I don't know if we have the money to bring them back. Like, I want Tyree Wilson, Abrams-Drain. I want them back. I can get Abrams-Drain. I might need to restructure at least one contract. Maybe 2. It's the final year of the deal. It's or the final year of the rebuild. It's not like this is going to hurt us in the end. So let's go and restructure some contracts to make sure we get everybody back. That's not the one I wanted to click on. Team salaries. Let's go restructure some deals. So Micah Parsons can get restructured. Hutchinson can get restructured. Crosby can get restructured. And not Jacoby, not Genty. Trent Simpson. That's honestly probably enough to get everybody back. So, and maybe even go into free agency. Who knows? That leaves us with 51 million. We can bring Trey Taylor back now. I wasn't planning on it, but with the money that we've just restructured, so we can get him back pretty simply. And he can be a nice little depth piece for us. Nice little kickoff specialist. Nice little special team guy. We'll go 6.5 and 7 for Tyree Wilson, even though he's kind of fallen down the board a little bit, or fallen down the depth chart a little bit. Not really his fault. We just kind of found guys I liked better and that had a better chance of developing. We'll bring back Tommy Eichenberg because he's a Buckeye. Definitely want him back. Same thing for Thayer Munford down the board. So let's get Thayer back. Should be able to just return on this, and he does. Do I want any of these other guys back? Will Shepard, Richardson, Landers. I don't think I need any of these guys back. I think we can let all of them leave. Although Brandon Young, I probably should get back because he's a long snapper, and I don't want to have that message where it says you need to sign a long snapper. So we'll get Brandon Young back just because he's a long snapper. But everybody else, I think we can let go and then go into free agency and maybe make some noise. Maybe add like 1 or 2 pieces depending on who's available. Let's take a look. Who's available in free agency? Jalen Phillips, but we don't need edge rusher. D-tackle. Okay, maybe there's not anybody that we can add here because our team's fairly good. The only thing I could think of would be Mike linebacker to replace Barrett Carter, but nobody here is better than Barrett Carter, so he stays around. We're not going to go for old man Zach Bond, even though he is an X Factor. Who is this guy? Julian Perkins. 73 overall. Star Dev. He must have got released or something because he should be on his rookie deal, I would think. I'm going to offer him a contract and see what he says to that. Although it doesn't say we're in the... It says we're in the hunt for him, but it doesn't show us on there. Hopefully he'll just accept. Edge rushers, we don't need any of these guys. We have plenty of edge rushers, that is for sure. D-tackle, I like our young guys that we have. Offensive line, Roger Rosengarten's not the worst. He also wants to be here. He's an 82 overall. Is that higher than DJ Glaze? I don't remember. If I can get to the right thing. So we have Grant, who's an 80. We have Rogers. Okay. I think we're fine with what we have. I don't think we need Rosengarten. And then if we bring in that one guy who's a Sam linebacker, he can just be some more depth for us. It's not really the end of the world. We'll generate the best lineup here so we know what's going on. And then obviously Hutch can start over here. I like our D-tackle room. I like our safeties. Our corners are good. I don't think we really need anybody else except for that one guy that we offered. So let's just go into the evaluation period, see what he says. It is going to be a contract with us. Perfect. So let's get to the draft. We're not going to really do much with the draft because we have no draft picks. I traded them all to get Dexter Hardy. So we have no draft picks. So we're probably just going to simulate the entire draft as a whole. Let's just simulate. We might get like 2 players. We might have had like a 6 and 7 that we kept around or something. But hey, we won the Super Bowl, so it doesn't matter anyway. We would have had the last pick in the draft regardless. Let's see what we got, though. We have a 5, a 6, and a 7. They're all kind of bad, although this guy's actually 71. Good for him. Was the class any good? The class was fairly good. You got an 82 overall center, a couple 80 overall players. All right, a fairly good class. I think last year's class was a little bit better than that one, but that's a pretty good one. I would have been happy with some of those players if we had the picks to take them. But I think we're looking pretty good. I mean, this team is as good as it's ever going to get. We're still on a rookie deal with the quarterback, who is a 98 overall, true talent, 98 overall. Genty's a 96. Somehow we have this guy who's a 77 superstar. Dexter Hardy's now the number 1 wide receiver on the team. I think it was worth taking him, that's for sure. Where the F is Hutchinson? I know he's down here, but he needs to be up here. So let's go to the depth chart really quickly and make sure that he gets some playing time. All right, Sam linebacker, Hutchinson needs to be up here, so we will just swappity swap and then swappity swap. There we go. And now the Hutch is in there. Carter's still going to be middle linebacker or Mike linebacker. Simpson's still around. Yeah, this team can go back to back fairly easily, I would think. So I'm going to see you guys at the end of year number 4, hopefully with the number 1 seed and a really good record. But maybe we don't need the number 1 seed to win the Super Bowl. We didn't need it last year. I'd like to see it just for development purposes and just for, like, I don't know, aesthetic reasons. I like to see the number 1 overall seed, but we'll see what happens. Year 4's done. The final year of the video. We went 14-3, got the number 1 seed and the bye. That's exactly what I expected. And it looks like Colby Logan put up even more insane numbers. Dexter Hardy led the league in receiving yards, as you would expect. Jacoby Myers right there with him. The Bengal playbook's just too good. I mean, these are 5,400 yards, 50 touchdowns, and 5 interceptions. You gotta just, what is this? This is insane. A 77% completion percentage? Oh my God, Colby Logan's a god. He might literally be Jesus. He might just be Jesus that has come down to earth again. I mean, what are we talking about here? This is insane. Genty, the Bengal playbook just doesn't put up rushing numbers because it's all about passing, but Genty still puts up good numbers. He's good enough. But then Dexter Hardy, getting this guy, I mean, we didn't necessarily need to go as crazy as we did to get him. We would have had these numbers with Jacoby Myers or Jack Besh or any receiver, really. But Dexter Hardy just looked so good, I could not let him go anywhere else. And it ended up working out. We won a Super Bowl. We technically rebuilt the Raiders, and we're hopefully going to win another one. But these are great numbers. These are probably Offensive Player of the Year numbers. Maybe even Jacoby Myers gets it over him because of the touchdown numbers. Who knows? But Besh even had 1,100 yards. Bowers is a great player. Defensively, 143 tackles for Trenton Simpson's crazy. I see some even more crazy sack numbers. We'll get to it in a second. Parsons with 16 tackles for loss. Crosby had 14. Simpson had 12. Sack leader was Crosby with 30 sacks. The Raider defense with these combination of players is insane. Parsons puts up 28. Getting him in free agency in the first offseason was unreal. Hutchinson's been great as well. He kind of has a down year, though. Maybe he got subbed out. I don't know. That could have happened. 3 interceptions for Thomas, 2 for Sandersstill and Porter, and for Bronson. All right. Good numbers. Good number. That might be an understatement. Can we move past the Browns? It'd be very anticlimactic if we lost to the Browns. But we don't. 38-21. Huge. Huge. And now we take on Dexter Hardy's a true 98 overall. My God. Now we go to the AFC Championship. Back-to-back years, actually 3 straight years. Can we go to 2 straight Super Bowls? I think it's going to be fairly simple that we do, but we actually got to go out there and find out. We're here in Allegiant Stadium for the AFC Championship, taking on the Houston Texans, who probably are a good team at this point. I mean, they went 11-6. CJ Stroud's probably developed fairly well. We lead 10-7, 14-10 Texans. Field goal at the end of the half is pretty nice. Another field goal puts it 16-14 into the fourth quarter now. Yep, now. 21-16. Come on, boys. Put it in the end zone, please. It's only a field goal, though. 21-19. We have a chance. It's 21-19, a minute 52 to go in the game. We have the greatest quarterback in the league, the greatest tight end in the league, the greatest wide receiver in the league. We have basically the greatest everything in the league. Let's go and actually prove that we have the greatest defense in the league. Let's go and show the world how good these guys actually are. We're going to go underneath. That's Jacoby Myers. He's going to get inches on that. I probably should have waited like a half a second longer before I threw that. But it doesn't matter. It worked out in the end. Let's see what we got. Brock Bowers to the sidelines. He's going to catch that great throw. Unsurprisingly from Colby Logan. Why can't I have Colby Logan in my Browns rebuild? In the Browns franchise. That's what we need. Oh, Ashton Jeanty going nowhere. Shut down by Houston. That wear and tear is starting to get up for Ashton, though. We can win on a field goal. We can win on a field goal, but I don't want to win on a field goal. I want to win on a tutty. And it might happen. Jacoby Myers. What a throw from Colby Logan. What a catch from Jacoby. We got Colby and Jacoby. Come on, boys. A trip to the Super Bowl is on the line. Back-to-back Super Bowl champions is on the line. Jeanty gets the first down, and now we're starting to see some timeouts called by Houston. They're starting to get a little nervous. They're seeing their season slip away. Handoff. Jeanty bouncing. Jeanty fumbled. Who's got it? Touchdown Raiders. What happened? Who has the football? Touchdown Raiders, I guess. I don't know what happened, but we have a touchdown. Jeanty fumbled. Rodgers picks it up and scores. I'll take it. Did we win? We did. Back-to-back AFC champions. And we're headed to our second straight Super Bowl. CJ Stroud. What an ending. Jeanty fumbles at like the 3. Rodgers, one of our offensive linemen, picks it up and advances it into the end zone for a touchdown. So we score. He also glitched out as he was celebrating. Wild ending to the Super Bowl. But as long as we end up on top, I don't care how it happens. Because we're playing for our second straight Super Bowl. Hopefully against a team that's not that good. Maybe they snuck into the Super Bowl. Who knows? It's going to be against the LA Rams. The LA Rams. Yeah. Colby Logan can't get any better. Well, he can because his other stats are growing as well. But he's just the best. This is my favorite rebuild so far. I know I've only done 2 as of this point, but this is my favorite rebuild. This team is unbelievable. I haven't had a team this good in a long time. Trenton Simpson gets up to superstar dev. I was not shocked. He had a crazy season. Just unreal number. Getting Micah Parsons and Aiden Hutchinson in the first season to pair alongside Max Crosby is insane. Taking a quarterback that was a 73 overall and in one season was already like an 89. My God. And now we will go play for our final Super Bowl. Can we do it? There's only one way to find out. It's a beautiful night for a Super Bowl, and it might be a beautiful night to see a two-time back-to-back champion in the Vegas Raiders. It's 3-3, though. We're into the second quarter, deep into the second quarter. We're about to be in the half. Can we get some points, please? Rams get on the board. It's 10-10 now after we score. Come on, boys. Fourth quarter action. And now we have to drive to win the game. 1:45 to go. We have 2 timeouts and the football. A field goal wins. A touchdown wins. What do we need? We need everything. Caught by Brock Bowers. I wish he would have taken that for more yards, but at least he caught it and advanced the yardage. I'm going to go across the middle. It's going to be knocked incomplete. I thought it was going to be picked off for a second. That's the way it looked. That's okay. 3rd and 6. I probably should have just hit Bowers again. He might have been more open. Ooh, this actually has potential to be really good. If I just streak Jacoby Myers, there's no safety over there. Yeah, that's going to work. That's going to work for sure. Jacoby didn't get an animation. You saw me press it. The button came up that I pressed. That's unbelievable, Jacoby. Give me an animation. How I don't get an animation there is beyond me. And that's going to be intercepted. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. You got to be kidding me, man. I didn't get an intercept or animation on that jump ball. Is crazy. They only got 3 points out of it, but they take a lot of time off the clock. That might be pretty bad. 11 seconds. This is not going to end well, is it? Just heave it to Dexter Hardy. He's a 99. He didn't catch it. It was double covered. I think we're gonna lose the Super Bowl. We just didn't get the animation we needed on that Jacoby Myers catch or possibility. It's unfortunate. I'll give you that. It is definitely unfortunate. We got to go 4 verticals instead of Hail Mary. It works out better. I just got to find the right 4 verticals that I want to use. I'll use this one. All right, who do we even give this football to? Brock Bowers, maybe? I have no idea. Who's got the best chance to go one-on-one? Maybe Dexter Hardy does. Dexter Hardy down the field. He drops it. I thought he caught it and then broke the tackle, but he didn't do it. We will lose the Super Bowl to the LA Rams, but it's not the end of the world. We already got ours the year prior. I'm not super upset about it. I wish we would have won 2 in a row. That would have been pretty sick, but we've rebuilt this team into a crazy monster. The players that we've drafted are unbelievable. This is the best rookie quarterback I've ever drafted, I think. Or at least in the recent history of this channel and of these rebuilds. He's unbelievable. He's almost too good. He can do everything. He can run and he can throw. Let's take a look at the season recap real quick. So we lose the Super Bowl, but Kobe Logan does get the MVP. We don't win Offensive Player of the Year, surprisingly. We don't win any other awards. No Defensive Player of the Year or anything. Myles Garrett gets it again. All right, so at least we get an MVP. But my God, a 73 overall rookie quarterback turned into this with the Bengal offense. I mean, this Bengal offense is legitimately insane. We have no more skill points to purchase this bucket. That's unfortunate. He's only 25. He's still on his rookie deal. Obviously, we're going to have the 5th-year option on him as well. Or do we have the 5th-year option on him? I don't think we do, actually. That might be bad, but it's not going to matter for us because we're not going any further. But look at these stats, man. Look at these stats. His accuracies are all pretty much perfect. His speed is 87. His acceleration is 88. That's why we drafted him, because he was fast. But he turned into a great passer as well. I mean, my God, this dude is unreal. Absolutely unreal. And speaking of unreal, his running mate, Dexter Hardy, who we look to be generational. I mean, he had X Factor out the gates. He came in with unbelievable speed, and he's gotten even better. These 2 players, man. 2 of the best players I've ever drafted. Colby Logan and Dexter Hardy, two of the best players I've ever drafted in a Madden rebuild. I mean, they're just unbelievable. This offensive lineman's pretty good. Stanford, I don't even remember drafting him. I think he was an auto-generated pick. Brock Bowers becomes a true 99. On defense, signing freaking Parsons and Hutchinson is nasty work. It's diabolical work, but we did it anyway. Richards has become a solid number 2 or number 1 D tackle. Porter developed pretty well. The cornerback room looks good. Bronson we traded for from, I think, Cincinnati had him. And he's ended up being a great player. We kind of knew he was going to be a great player when he got drafted. He was one of the top players in that class that he got drafted in. He's a great player. This whole team's great. I love this Raider team, man, that we built. It's so good. I'm so happy that we did this rebuild because it was so awesome. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. If you have any suggestions for who you think I should rebuild next, leave it down below in the comments, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.